everyone, it's me Sherry and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I'm going to do a full face of nothing new. So that's what I'm wearing on my face now. If you guys want to see what products I used and how I got this look, then stay tuned for the video. The only thing that I'm not going to switch up is my mascara because, well, it's not new. I got it in like August, so I guess that counts. But I'm not opening another thing of mascara just for this. But I'm going to try to use some older products, especially ones that I haven't used in a while. And we're going to see how they perform and see if I'm going to still get use out of them or not. So we're going to start out with our eyes. And I'm going to prime my eyes with my Too Faced Shadow Insurance like I always do. And this is not new. I got this. This is actually getting close to the end of its life because it's in my project pan too. And I want to use this up, so I'm not going to switch. There's certain products that are in Project Pan that I'm going to use, but they're not new anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It still counts, even though it's products that I kind of use on the day-to-day lately. Alright, let's stop blabbering. And if you guys you know, I'm just getting right into it today. I'm not really going chitty-chatting, but, you know, if you guys want to pause this right now while I'm putting on my primer before I start anything and go get a drink or a snack or something, because this is going to be a long one. It's going to be a chitty-chat, just so you know. So as a lot of you guys know, I'm in the midst of doing a project pan. And it's starting to open my eyes on how long it takes to use up stuff, like really takes up to use up stuff, because I just what's considered hit pan on my foundation that I was using all the time just recently, and that's the CC cream. Like, you can finally see a little dent through it there, but yeah, that took a long time to use up. And I'm going to use that again today because it's in my project pan and I've been faithfully using it. And it's definitely not new because I've had it for a while. So I know that might be boring. I probably could have used another foundation for this particular video, but I'm sorry. I'm going to use what I'm going to use. But I'm going to use this palette today. And we're going to see how it performs because this is getting kind of old. I got this a while ago when it first released. It still smells like chocolate. And I know I've been using a white shadow in my other palette to set. But I'm going to use this cream shadow in this one to set today because I'm using this palette today. Alright, I have a little brush thing here. But it's really starting to let me appreciate how long it takes to use stuff up. And maybe to stop buying so much stuff. Makeup stuff, because it does go bad, obviously. Okay, I think this brush is going to have it soon because it feels like the ferrule is getting loose in it. When I'm actually using the brush, it feels like, yeah, the ferrule's getting loose, so we'll see how much longer this brush lasts. But I've had this brush for several years. It's gone through several washes, but it's really fluffy, and I can't get these brushes around here anymore because I got this at Target. Canada doesn't have Target anymore, so the only way I'm getting Sonia Kashuk brushes is if I order them online. Alright, I have no idea what I'm doing with this palette today, what kind of look I'm going for. I'm going to use the same brush, I think. I used to love this shade. Cafe au lait. That was like one of my favorite shades in the palette. How does this... And I used to use this cooler tone brown with it. It doesn't look like it's very pigmented anymore. Almond Truffle. Do I want to go with a cool tone look? What do I got it? Well, I got a blush palette for blushes, so I can either go warm or cool. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do. There's some colors in this that didn't get very much love at all. Okay, the last time I did makeup, I did a gold look, so I think I'm going to go with a cool tone look. So I'm going to take the Almond Truffle on this same big fluffy brush. You know what? No, not on this brush. Well, I want the fluffy blush for blending. But let's take more of like this kind of brush. This is a... What brush is this? I think this is a Morphe. Yeah, it's a Morphe brush. Alright, we're going to take that almond truffle color. And I'm going to put that in my crease. Just going to draw... Oh, it's still working good. I haven't used this palette. Well, you know what? I took this palette to PEI with me in 2018. And this is the only palette I took. I just want to go with a very natural look today. Like nothing overboard. I just want to see how this palette's performing. But it seems to be still... I think she's on her last life, though, really and truly, but I can get a little more use out of her. Oh, yeah. I can get a little more use out of her. She's still working good. Maybe not as pigmented as it was at one time, but she's still working pretty good. I don't think I really have a color that's going to go well in like the outer corner with that, because that's like a more cool tone brown. That's very pretty though. I like that color. I really like that color. Why? I'm going to have to start using this palette again, guys. This Maltic that has shimmer in it. I don't want to use that. That's more of a red. Bordeaux. Mocha. There's a lot of colors in here that are really, really light. You know what? I'm just going to go with something on my lid. We're going to keep it real basic today. Real basic. I'll try this Morphe brush and see how she goes with the color. Placing it on the lid. I'm going to use the color that I said that I liked a lot in this palette, the Cafe au Lait. This one here. And we're going to try her on the lid, see how she goes. And it's picking up nicely on the brush. This brush might have been too small. Yeah, let's try her with the finger. Shimmers are just more impactful with your finger or a wet brush. I don't find this one is performing as well as the crease color. It's not bad, but it's very, very light. Can you guys even see that? It's very, very, very light, but I like it. Yeah, I like it. I'm going to do something fun under the eyes. I might use one of these brighter colors, like maybe the purple or the teal or the pink or something. I might use one of those under the eyes. But for now, let's go into our primer. I'm going to leave the eyes like that for now. Like I said, they're very neutral, but I want a very neutral look today. It's just an everyday neutral look that I'm going for. Alright, so I'm going to use my No Problem primer. I haven't used this one in a while. Okay, that's more than enough. I've been using my Tatcha primer, but for this video we're going to... The Tatcha one I literally just got in the summer, so... let's try to go for something a little older. I got this one in BoxyCharm a couple years ago now, but it doesn't expire until 2022. And actually, this one has the expiry date on it. We'll see how one of the brighter colors performs under my eyes from that palette to really test to see how the palette's still working, because these are kind of duller colors, like I said, that are on my eyes, but this is the kind of look that I'm going for, so. Alright, now that we're all primed. Well, that's very pretty for a very neutral everyday look, though. Alright, we're going to go in with the It Cosmetics CC Cream. I'm really trying to push to use this up. I just washed my sponge, but it's stained, but I just washed it. Okay, I'm going to do 2 pumps, and that's all I'm going to do because it's a very, oh my god, look at my cheeks. Can you guys see how red my face is? Blend and see how she goes. I'm hoping that this is going to cover up some of that redness. If not, I can always go in with a tiny bit more, but this CC cream, you really don't need a lot. But I could go in with a half a pump more on my cheeks if I feel like the red is shining through way too much. But I'm going to put blush on anyway, so I don't want to go crazy. This sponge, the more you use it, the better it is. This is one that I got off of Amazon. It's just a non-silicone sponge. I got a pack of 5. And, yeah, the more I use it, the better it is. When I first used it, it absorbed a lot of product. Now it's not really absorbing a lot. Okay, I'm just going to go in with one more pump just to cover up some more on my cheeks. But that's all I'm using. I think I might have 1 use or 2 uses left out of that. Yay! Then I can move on to something else. I don't know if I can finish. Well, for my project pan, I'm not just using that tube. I'm using that one and a mini tube of the regular CC cream, like the regular formula. After that, I don't know if I can finish up another foundation in the year. I probably can if I use the same foundation, but I have more than one foundation, and I do like to switch them out from time to time. But recently, I've just been using this one foundation, and it's like, I have a backup of it because it's my favorite, but at the same time, it's like I want to use something else, because it's just, I feel like I've been using this for months. Because I have been using it for months, sometimes I'll just go over with my fingers just to make sure everything is melted in good. I don't know why I do that, but I do that. I do that. Alright, so I'm putting things to the side as I use it. Alright, my new way of using concealer. I'm going to use this CoverGirl Clean Fresh Concealer. This is the hydrating concealer. This is getting low already. Okay, so what I normally do now is I'll put some in the corner of my eye and some over in this corner of my eye and like swoop it up. And that's where I put my concealer at. I don't go all under my eyes with it because I don't need that much coverage. And it spreads out pretty good anyway. And sometimes I'll put some here on the laugh lines. I can still see red shining through on my face. Alright, so there's my concealer. And where'd my sponge go? Alright, let's blend this out. And I just go up with it and it gives it... Oh, I usually go down the center of my nose too, but for whatever reason I didn't do that today. But I just find that this gives you like an up eye shape look, like it brings your eyes up and out. I don't even look like I'm wearing eyeshadow. But I am. I assure you I am. All right. So we're going to set my face now with the Cody Airspun powder. Haven't used this in a dog's age. Yeah, I forgot this thing has a poof on it. If you can get past the smell of this, this is actually a pretty good setting powder. I don't typically like to use this one for under my eyes. I like a more finely milled powder for under my eyes, but that's not bad actually. Oh, actually that's not bad. Maybe I rediscovered a new favorite. Where is my, I need my powder brush. Here she is. Alright, so we're just gonna, I've been using the Ciate Everyday Vacay Setting Powder, and I really like that one, like a lot. I'm actually considering repurchasing after I get through some powders. But I also want to try Patrick Starr's One Size Powder, setting powder, because my friend Jacqueline got it there when she was Christmas shopping in the fall, and she really likes it, so I'm thinking about trying that. Okay, this powder gives a little tiny bit of coverage as well as setting. So, yeah, I have 2 tubs of this too. I asked for it like long ago from my cousin from the States when she was coming home because she couldn't really get it here. Oh, I forgot to put the puff in there. I should just throw that puff away because I don't use that. But yeah, she brought me home like 4 tubs of it. I gave a couple away to some family, but you know, glad I did because I wouldn't have got through it all. So, all right, for bronzer today, I'm going to give this a try. The butter bronzer, because I haven't used it in a while and I want to see if it still works. Alright, so I just kind of cleaned off my brush a little bit because I was using the Marc Jacobs one. Okay, it's still going on, but it's very faint. I think the pigmentation is going on this because, well, it looks okay, but it is older. I would really like to just use this up and get it out of my collection, to be honest with you, but I don't think I'm going to hit pan on that anytime soon. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to go stop there. This is still working okay, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to hold on to that or if I'm going to declutter it or what I'm going to do with it, to be honest with you. Alright. You know what? I got to put some lip balm on. This is nothing extremely new either, and it is in my project pan, so... this might end up going bad before I finish it up because there's a lot of product in there. Okay. usually put my blush on first, but I'm going to go with highlight. And for today's, I'm going to go with the Ofa Rodeo Drive. I haven't used this in a minute, and I want to see if I still like the formula on it. And I think I'm going to, because it seems like it's very shimmery from what I remember too. Oh yeah. Oh hell. Sorry. I think I put too much on the brush. Whew, that's okay. I can fix that.
I should be home. I'm usually home, but sometimes I'm not.
We're going to tap this out a bit with my sponge. Whew. Yeah, okay, that's going to be staying in my collection, but I got to remember not to go so heavy-handed with that. And for blush, I can pretty much go in any direction I want, but for my blush for today, I'm going to use my Tarte palette that I got a few years ago. And I think I'm going to go in with okay. I think I'm going to go with Fetching. Maybe I'll go more Prim. Because it's kind of neutral. I think I'm going to go in with Dollface. Why not? Go big or go home. Dollface is like a really punchy pink color. And I apologize, Mike's on the phone in the background, so. Alright, so we're using that today. And then for a setting spray, I'm going to use the Cover FX Illuminating Spray. Oh, wait a second, we were going to use a punchy color on the lower lash line, weren't we? Alright, what punchy color do we want to go in with?
Come here, Cassie. Cassie, come here.
I think I'll use this pink in Totally Fetch. This here peach. Pink, not peach. Why not, right? Gotta be careful with pinks under the eyes though, because they could backfire and make you look sickly. But that's not bad. Star, be good. Alright, now we'll go in with the setting spray. The mist on that is so nice. Alright, and what I like to do after I spray my setting spray, and I got this from Alley Glimes, is take your sponge, just a clean side of it, or a side that you didn't use, and just gently press in your setting spray. And it kind of just melts everything together. And if you messed up, you can use the side that has your foundation on it or whatever and just kind of press that in and blend everything out perfectly. So that's what that looks like. I didn't take out an eyeliner. I forgot. Well, I have a very neutral look on, so it probably makes sense to go with a very neutral liner, would it not? Let's grab something here. Sarah, stop your barking. We're going to go in with that Essence Extreme Lasting Liner in Nude. And I'm just going to put it on my waterline. This is a very neutral look, so I really don't want to put, like, I don't want a tight line and stuff. I don't have to be very dramatic. Okay, and it just gives me a more awake look. And then, as I said, I'm not using a new mascara because I'm not opening a separate tube just to get like an older mascara from the drugstore or something. I'm just gonna go with what I have, but it is nothing new, but it has been what I've been using. But okay, a hint about that setting spray: if you're not careful with it, you'll get little sparkles all over your face. I don't particularly like that setting spray that much. That's why I want it out of my collection. It's not my favorite. Let's just put it that way. Alright, so and last but not least is Lippies. And this is definitely an oldie. I probably do not do this at home, people. This is my original Snob, which I got like years ago. It still smells a little vanilla-y, but not the best. But it doesn't look bad. But I wouldn't recommend putting... This is definitely expired because you're only supposed to probably keep them a year or two. But like I said, I wouldn't recommend doing this at home. But I'm going to do it anyway. So don't do what I do. And there she is. My full face of nothing new. Just some products. I think this is on its last life, and this is probably on its last life because I don't know if I'm particularly... I mean, that color under the eyes worked really well. And the colors that I have on my lids and in my crease work really well too. It's just they're very light colors. It's a very cool toned look anyway. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the post notification bell. I typically upload every Tuesday and Thursday. I hope you guys are all doing well, and I'll talk to you guys on my next video. Bye everyone.